have the 15-minute price chart for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC. So here we can see that, while the market more broadly is trading under a significant amount of selling pressure at the moment, we have actually seen some gains here in AMC stock at some fairly predictable price levels. So this is important for a number of reasons. And we do need to sort of understand here that, for example, I just finished videos on NVIDIA, Palantir, some very large cap stocks within the Mag 7 and within the mega cap space. And many of these stocks are trading under, large waves of selling pressure at the moment. But we're not currently seeing this occur with AMC. In contrast, we've sort of found support with this stock at some fairly predictable levels that I have been mentioning here previously. So this goes far to explain why traders should really be looking at these types of areas when they're making these trades, rather than some of the other, sort of strange analysis pieces. I don't even want to call them analysis pieces that are found elsewhere on this platform. So, currently what we can see here is that the stock itself did manage to find a very strong level of support here, right at the bottom of its exponential moving average cluster. As we can see here, the 100 period EMA and the 200 period EMA were really crossing over each other right in the same zone. And this was enough to contain price action to the downside. We have to remember here that there's a lot of selling pressure that's going on in other stocks currently. We have a major trading week that we're currently involved with. Microsoft, Amazon, Apple, and Meta Platforms, the Facebook, Instagram parent company, will all be reporting earnings this week. And this has thrown markets into a bit of a flux here where, a large number of stocks, and we're talking mega cap stocks here, are trading with significant losses currently. So the fact that this is not occurring here with AMC is significant because we've also broken above this target price zone that I've outlined previously, which comes in right around the $5.30 mark. So we can see here, if we're looking at the most recent gains that we've seen, it is a small breach to the top side, but we have reached highs of $5.34. So what this tells us is that we're not going to see, a massive decline here out of this 618 retracement area that I have pointed out previously. I can just sort of quickly go over what this means exactly. We're looking at this dominant price wave here, this failure at the 575 mark, which is really where short sellers started to emerge for this stock. And this was a price level that I've discussed, at length in prior videos. We did see a price failure here because short sellers were starting to emerge here. And we did see this cause the ultimate price low of $4.54, which occurred during the July 24 trading session. When this happened, we are able to sort of analyze the market now in terms of Fibonacci retracement levels. And as we can see here, this prior price resistance zone was coming in right at the 618 Fibonacci retracement. This is not much of a coincidence here. Anybody that analyzes these price charts, should be aware of these levels. And these are levels that I've been talking about for quite a while now. Even with all this broader selling pressure that we're seeing in the market, the stock was able to break above this prior resistance zone. And as we can see here, this is not a minor resistance zone. It was tested on many occasions. And there was just a lot of buying activity that was currently supporting prices here, and this was enough to overwhelm the ability of short sellers to essentially move down their positions from this prior 575 mark. So this is the type of activity that I've been encouraging people, in the comment questions and things like that, to be watching. Where do you think short sellers are going to start to emerge here? Previously, as expected, this did occur at 575. Now we can see some efforts here for this to happen again at lower levels at 530, but these efforts failed, and this occurred even as there was broader selling pressure in the market. So this minor price high here at 534 might seem insignificant, but it's not insignificant because it does suggest, at the very least, it suggests that we're not going to see any sort of major failure here at this 618 retracement. Didn't matter what the short sellers were trying to do at this point. The stock was able to overcome this area and hold on to its exponential moving average cluster. As all of this occurred, we can see that there were increases in trading volumes on these shorter term timeframes. So it is quite clear here that buyers were entering into the market, even as broader sell-offs were occurring, and even as AMC itself was starting to lose some footing here. I mean, we did ultimately see lows of $5.11. But we didn't force through this psychological level at $5, and this does show that the short selling portion of the market is not in control at these current price ranges. So, the way things stand currently, the next upside target immediately can be seen at roughly 550. Um, I don't expect a whole huge amount of selling pressure to start to emerge at this point. But what will be important to watch here will be whether or not we see a price failure at this level. If we do see a price failure at this level, I would expect these support zones at 510 to be retested. But as we can see in this chart, there's really not much here. You're sort of in rare air up here. There's not much going on up here, which would really suggest that share prices are likely to falter or start to fail at that price level. We're not seeing any major moving averages here. We're not seeing any significant levels of historical resistance or anything like that. We just have this sort of this lonely Fibonacci level that's sort of resting on its own up here. And it does look unlikely at this point that this is going to be enough to contain selling pressure. So currently, what we do have to be watching for on the top side, is another retest of this 575 level. The short selling part of the market was successful last time they initiated their short positions in this area. We did see a very significant price movement lower as this occurred. I was pointing to this level on many different occasions, and these efforts were ultimately successful enough to bring prices down to this roughly 450 mark. So if we do see a third test here of this upside price zone, it does seem less likely that short sellers are going to be able to maintain their positions at this level. And if we do see a failure on their side at that point, at the very least, we have to start looking at prices moving above the $6 mark. So here's the current market analysis for AMC Entertainment Holdings Incorporated, stock ticker AMC. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market. Lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership and start trading stocks with the pros.